Before this video gets started, I'm excited to announce that I'm launching something for free that I think could be pretty valuable. A lot of people struggle with social anxiety and overthinking and just anxiety in general. So I'm running a 14-day social confidence bootcamp. It's completely free, there's no strings attached, and if you're someone who watches my videos, I'm pretty confident that I can help you lower your anxiety within those 14 days. I wanted to give you first access before I start promoting it elsewhere, so if this sounds interesting, I'll put a link in the description and you can sign up there. There's loads of reasons why someone might have an anxious personality. It could be the way you grew up, or your past experiences, or relationships, or your biology. Unfortunately, some people are just born with genes that make them more likely to experience anxiety, just like people are born with genes that make them more likely to struggle with obesity or addiction. It's just harder for people to make specific changes in their life. But there's always the other side of it. So someone with genes that make them more likely to be anxious or obese or an addict will have genes that help them in other areas of life. So that's important to remember as well. Whether you have these genes or not, you can still make changes and achieve your goals, because there's plenty of people with specific obesity genes who are fit. There's plenty of people who are more prone to anxiety who are confident and relaxed. So when we're looking at setting goals, it's important to remember that your goals should be specific to you. Ask yourself what's missing and how can I incorporate that into my life, even though certain genes might be making that harder. For example, if you think you're more anxious than the average person, there's a good chance you're an introvert, right? Not all socially anxious people are introverts, but I would say quite a lot are.
I don't know, I gotta get better at talking to people. People always say to me, hey Mark, gotta be more confident. Then they say, hey Mark, gotta be yourself. I'm like, well, you gotta pick one. I can't be both of those things, you know?
And for those people, lowering your anxiety isn't about becoming an extrovert. If you're more introverted, you genuinely might not like going to parties or being the centre of attention. So if you're genuinely not the type of person who likes that stuff, don't set yourself goals like, I want to attend 10 parties this month. Like, if that's not something that you genuinely want to do. That being said, some people might use that as an excuse and tell themselves that they don't like parties to avoid, even though they've not gave it a go. So I guess for those people, maybe give it a go first. I think deep down, you know the type of person you are and the type of person you want to be. And it's all about setting yourself goals that align with that. For me, I'm pretty sure if I got my genes analysed, I would have a combination that would make me more prone to feeling anxious. Right, so that might make it tougher for me to do certain things and achieve certain goals. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm moving in a direction that feels right to me. I have a rough idea of what I want in the future, and even though my anxious traits might make parts of that journey harder, I'm confident I can figure things out. So again, you won't become an extrovert by lowering your social anxiety. You'll likely become a confident introvert. Your genes 100% play a part in your anxiety, but they don't stop you from making the changes you want to make.